slow right now on the lower level. Upper level looking much.
All right, thanks, Al. 8:05 on this Wednesday morning. Time now for a check of your Mathis Brothers.
The bottom line is, the epidemic here, Susan, is worse than previously estimated, probably much worse. We have this new report coming out overnight from the Journal of the American Medical Association.
But it calls an emerging epidemic.
Military leaders called that a threat to national security.
If it doesn't affect you personally, it will affect you indirectly by someone you know, someone in your family. It is just going up much faster than we thought.
The problem just keeps getting worse. It's
This is a terror from within.
There is a real epidemic.
Clearly, something's gone wrong.
Kids are being told the biggest lie they will ever hear in their lives.
She literally cannot calm herself down.
In the past quarter century, the number of overweight children has grown from 1 in 20 to nearly 1 in 5.
Used to be you'd have 1 or 2 heavy-set kids in a class. Now we get 8 or 10.
This year, for the first time in the history of the world, more people will die from the effects of obesity than from starvation.
This has ramifications far beyond obesity itself.
Worse than even smoking. The cost of this is about
$500 billion in additional health care costs. $500 billion.
The American Academy of Family Physicians partnered up with Coca-Cola.
Isn't this a conflict of interest?
I hope that the American Academy of Family Physicians is looking for ways to...
Researchers say obesity is causing more and more cases of cancer and is now catching up to smoking as the leading cause.
It started out as a small story. I had no idea I'd be talking about weight gain and obesity my entire career. We've been covering the problem and solutions for over 30 years.
It's sweating time!
In that time, entire industries have ignited over the weight problem.
I will never look like that again.
First came the magazines, then the talk shows.
And how was the diet for you?
This is the miracle we've been waiting for.
And now our epidemic is entertainment on network television. How is this still an issue, much less a worldwide epidemic? We get new solutions every day. Everything in the grocery store is made with less fat and fewer calories, and yet our kids keep getting bigger and sicker. It makes no sense.
Is there a link between our ever-expanding waistlines and the government's own dietary guidelines?
And that got me thinking, what if the solutions weren't really solutions at all?
The Bush administration is resisting a plan from the World Health Organization to fight obesity.
What if they were actually making things worse?
There are a very high percentage of young people overweight because of a number of things that have happened in our country in the last several years.
What if our whole approach to this epidemic has been dead wrong?
Sorry. Okay. Let me fix this. One person told me that fat people were just made to be fat. And I don't think that's true. And I know it's hard because I'm still overweight. And right now I feel like I always will be. Why do you not eat vegetables, Chandler?
Because I do not.
Why?
Like them. I don't.
Why not?
Because I don't.
You just say you don't, but you don't have a reason.
Yes, I do.
What's the reason?
I don't.
Being in the South, we eat a lot of fattening things. We eat macaroni and cheese, fried cube steak, fried chicken, and that's what we're used to. That's what I've grown up doing. I've done what my parents done. My parents have done what they've done. It's passed on from generation. And once you start overeating, it becomes the worst habit, and it just grows.
The first time that I think he ever mentioned the teasing, calling him fat or something, I think it was probably around the age of 8. Some girls told him they wanted to see how fast he could run, and he ran. And later, another girl came to him and told him that they were laughing at him and they just wanted him to run so they could see his fat shake. He stayed upset about that for so long.
We ready to eat, Mama?
Mm-hmm.
I'm 15 and I weigh around 215 pounds.
If you like it that way.
I'd like to lose about 50 to 55 pounds. I could do so many more things. Maybe I could play football or play baseball. I've always had an interest in baseball.
We talk about it a lot, about, the weight thing, and I've always been overweight, and I was overweight at his age, and I don't want him to be having to obsess about weight his whole life. I want him to be